So I accidentally cut off the music. What a good start to the morning. Hello, everybody. I hope you guys
Hell,
are. Hello. Did you hear all that? Then I cut off the music by accident
mm,
because I'm a genius, you know?
change the
Utter
screen.
fucking genius. Huh?
Change the screen.
Oh, yes, I will. Give me a second. Yeah, I just had to fix my audio. Ah, we heard it all a minute full. Yeah, I know. I accidentally clicked a key I wasn't supposed to click or type in. That's on me.
Mm,
Anyway, we're going to continue on with, I guess, what we're excited about for 2022, you know?
yep.
Because we did movies last week, right?
Hmm.
And we got stuck on Batman, and I know this because I'm still thinking about it. Oh shit, speaking of Batman, I know we're doing video games, but I meant to ask you this too. Did you see the reveal of the Riddler?
Mm-mm. I
It's
did
on
not.
Twitter. I saw it last night, and I'm disappointed, and I don't even know what that like. I'm disappointed. I'm just gonna say that. I don't know. I think you should look at it. There's no trailer or anything. It's just a reveal of what the costume looks like, essentially, of what he's gonna look like.
I kind of like, yeah, we kind of
Do you see it?
like, yeah, like that's kind of what he's been looking like in the trailer already. Like that was already kind of the
I guess
theory is that,
right.
oh, we're getting Paul Dano as the Riddler. I don't know how I feel about that.
In a good or bad way. Are you conflicted now?
I don't think he's a terrible
Oh,
actor per se, but it's
right.
like, oh, if we're getting Robert Pattinson as our Batman, I guess it matches that we got Paul Dano as his
Mm-hmm.
Riddler.
Hmm.
It's like I would not. I think we talked about this years and years and years ago. I know I
Yeah.
talked about it with my husband years and years and years ago. But like there were like rumors, consistent rumors. There were like six different rumors. They changed constantly about who the next Riddler was supposed to be. And at one point, David Tennant had been
Oh
rumored
God,
to be the
I would
next
love him.
Riddler.
I don't care if he would be terrible, but I love David Tennant, so I would love him as the Riddler.
And
And
I
I know he's
think he's
sinister.
like eccentric enough to do it.
Are you kidding
Has
me?
this very wiry kind of body that
Oh, that's
works
true.
very well for a Riddler look.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So, Logical Robot, hi. First time chat from viewer. Hi, Logical Robot. This is not the Riddler. Matt Reeves really likes to go out. This is not the Riddler. Matt Reeves really likes to go outside the box, but that's too far. And why does such a specific penguin look like the penguin? Then go there. I want to know, because these are my opinions for the Riddler,
Mm.
because I know he eventually becomes like an anti-hero or something in later comics because people love him. But I I got Silent Hill vibes, and this is why. The mask and like the dirty robe and whatever, and I guess his quote unquote cane looks like something I would see in fucking Silent Hill. And specifically Silent Hill Downpour. That's what it reminds me of, and I can't get over it.
Okay,
Have you?
but like Matt Pat did a theory on this, and there's a reason why the Riddler looks like this. It's because he's supposed to be like a defective other crime organization. So, like,
Yeah.
there's another crime organization that he was indoctrinated to and was supposed to be taught all these things, and that he broke away from it and, like,
Mm-hmm.
didn't get fully indoctrinated, but he did keep the clothing. And
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of Matt Pat's theory why he
Mm.
looks like this.
I need to watch that theory.
You
Because
do. It's
honestly,
actually a really good theory, but it's Matt Pet, so it's always gonna be a really good theory.
right. I'm just I don't know. I just keep getting Silent Hill vibes. And I know they're trying to make this Batman like very dark and broody and stuff.
Mm.
But this is like, how can I explain it in best terms? I feel like this is going to be what emo me would have loved in my teen years. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I can't get excited for it now, probably because I'm already dead inside. But I'm just sitting here and I'm looking at the film and I'm like, I don't know. And it's also Batman's hair. I can't. I think they did him dirty. I don't know what I'm expecting, honestly, for this particular Batman film. And again, we're continuing from Batman. Um, Owen is a a dat. Is dat Owen? How do you start a podcast when you get to all the topics to talk about from? Um,
It
well,
depends.
it
Like, we
depends.
started the new year, so we wanted to start off with we had done New Year's resolutions the previous years, but, like, with us going into a 3rd year of a pandemic, we just, like, what are we excited for? And so we started with movies and media that we were really excited for last week, and we didn't
Mm-hmm.
really get a chance to go to the video games that we really wanted to talk about, so we
Mm-hmm.
promised our viewers that we would go to video games for this week,
Mm-hmm.
which is actually really rare for us to know what we're gonna talk about ahead of time. A
Right.
lot of times we also pick,
I usually, I was gonna say,
um,
I usually
hot
pick the
topics
topic.
that Ricey usually ends up finding, the purple
I
hair.
can I say, usually find quote unquote these topics when I'm laying at bed at night the day before my the day before the podcast, and I'm like,
Well,
oh,
sometimes we
this is a
have
good
gotten, like,
idea to talk
really,
about.
really big topics in the middle of the week. Like, when we talk about JK Rowling, we end up like, she's said some dumb shit in the middle of the week.
We're gonna talk about that too.
Um, then
So
there are
so
other
you can.
things that announcements like, oh, something very excited happening, like Has Been a Hotel had released its premiere.
Oh, that's right.
What is it? Mystery Bins released another video, which I'm very
Mm-hmm.
excited about. I know we didn't really get to it last week, but
Mm-mm.
I how reliable Mystery Bins has been with his videos.
I was
I'm
about to ask
expecting
about that.
another video for him
Mm-hmm.
sometime in November or October of this year. He releases it within a week of 2 years and 1 week of one another.
Mm,
So sometime in either mid to late October to very early November. I'm extremely excited for that.
yeah. Oh, so also, Abby, do you want to read Logical Robots thing? Because I
It's
think
a
you
little
would.
too far from moved source material, but Reeves normally delivers characterizations first, aesthetic second, and it worked well in Apes trilogy.
Do you believe that? Because I know
Um,
you're more the Batman is your man, and everything about the universe, Batman universe, is for you. I'll let you
I
answer
mean,
that
in
one.
reality, like Warner Brothers needs to stop messing around with live action
Mm-hmm.
DC.
Mm-hmm.
Like they do a very, very good job, more or less,
More or less.
with the animation until like the animation stays true to the or to the graphic novels, and then it's just like whoa, 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 we can't market to children that way, which is
Right.
another
Right.
thing that was a
Right.
hot topic sometime last year
Uh huh.
on Twitter, was
Mm.
that a heads up, we are a very mature podcast, we will talk about all kinds of things, and I have
Mm-hmm.
no filter on cuss words. um,
I think
that
we did declare
Batman
this as a
doesn't go
mature
down
podcast.
on women. Batman
Oh
doesn't go
yeah,
down on
that
women.
thing.
It's like, that's a fucking bullshit. That is the biggest bullshit
I
because it's
forgot that
like there
happened
are
last year. Yeah.
multiple comic books that he goes down on different women.
Oh my god.
And it's like,
I remember that was like a
like,
big fucking deal. Like it shook the internet.
and their
And the
fucking
memes
excuse
came out.
was that they cannot.
I do want to talk about the fucking CW. Shit,
Okay,
sorry. So
but
much
we're
music
supposed
coming
to be
on.
talking about video games, ma'am.
I know. But to answer Owen is a dat. I hope I'm saying that right. Um You can talk with any topic with your mate for hours and really brings out. I just struggle to find them. So we've talked about this before.
Mm,
Abby and I were coworkers, and
yeah.
that's pretty much how we even got the ideas because we started voicing our opinions at work, and we would talk for hours. And we're like, you know what? We should start a podcast, and that's exactly what we did. That's
Like, I had
exactly what we
joked
did.
about it, like, for a couple of months before we actually sat
Sat
down
down and
and
did
did
it.
it, and the
Mm-hmm.
catalyst that did that was what Vivzy Pop did with Has Been Hotel and Hell of
That's
a
right.
Boss.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
That really pissed me off as a fan, and
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, we did not turn on VODs for that first
Mm,
podcast. It was our first
we
podcast, we
couldn't.
really didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah, we
And
really.
then
Yeah.
we missed, highlighting several of our first, um, other podcast,
Mm-hmm.
until our dear friend Chelsea the Destroyer told us it's like, oh, we could just highlight the entire thing and then save it for future people if they want to
Yeah.
watch it.
Mm-hmm. That's honestly the best way
So
to do it here. Mm-hmm. But anyway, those are. If you wanted to know, oh, and that's how pretty much we came up with this one. Um,
yeah.
all right, video games. Sorry, video games, which I am very excited about. I will have to say that 2021 didn't really give me much. You know what I mean? Which
I
is
mean,
fine.
it's
Which is
fair.
fine. It is fair. We were in the middle of a fucking pandemonium, so it makes sense. Also,
Yeah.
Owen, don't ever apologize. That's a good question.
Well, like,
Don't ever
also,
apologize for that.
Owen, just as a heads up, like, we're fairly organized for this in the last podcast. We're not this organized. Sometimes we'll just completely retcon the title and be like ADD idiots
Organized.
gone
I
wild
was
or
about to say,
something, because we
we both
won't
have
stay on a
ADHD.
topic.
No,
We
it
both
don't make
have
any
severe
sense.
ADD, and so we'll just go.
Yeah,
We
they're
feel
never
bad
organized.
sometimes for
Xavier
our
knows what's up.
viewers, because we'll just go.
We'll just, if there's a topic, like we weren't even supposed to talk about Batman because we talked about it last week and I brought it up because, you know, honestly, if you're out there having fun with whoever your co host is, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
You can feel the energy.
We
That's
have
at
a
least what I
lovely
think.
podcast friend, Pokey Pope,
Mm
um,
hmm.
that co-hosts with his like, he has a co-host as well. And I think he'll have guests on sometimes.
Mm hmm.
You should absolutely go check him out because he has a pointers as well on how to do a podcast.
Ours is
Because we
really
have no
just,
idea what we're doing. We just
no,
two
fuck
women
no.
that can't
We've been,
shut the
and we're
fuck
still,
up.
yeah, that's exactly what it is. Okay, sorry. Video games. Video games.
What?
So
Video games? Us off topic? What?
I I will say I know we're gonna get into all the different like companies or whatever, but Nintendo I think is gonna rule this year. Can I just say that?
Nintendo has been ruling
Nintendo.
the scene for a while now
Uh
because they
huh.
have a very diverse system.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, I guess people find it easier to, like, create games for that system.
Mm, that makes sense.
But like, Nintendo is the family friendly system, but it's like, I have a Switch, you have a Switch, Chelsea
Mm-hmm.
has a Switch, like, your husband has a Switch. Like, most of the adults we know have Switches, not
Mm-hmm.
just children. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like you have, like, a very diverse demographic
Mm-hmm.
in
That's
reality.
true. That is true. Minecraft still slaps. Minecraft will always slap. It'll be in every
It's the
fucking
simple
platform.
things.
It's the simple things for sure. Um, but yeah, I think Nintendo. You're right. I think Nintendo is gonna rule because here are the games, and this is just Nintendo that I'm super stoked about. Okay. Um, I already know. I'll let you call out the one for you, but Breath of the
I'm
Wild.
waiting for you to tell me that you've turned down the microphone so I can scream about it.
Okay. Okay. Hold up. Give me a second. Let me go ahead and turn on the mic. Uh. All right. It's all you, baby.
I'm good. I'm good.
You're good.
I'm so fucking excited for Splatoon 3. I've been waiting so long for it. 2017. I've been waiting 5 years. 5 years and it's supposed to come out this year. I'm so excited. I've played Splatoon 1, I have Splatoon 3 or 2.
Dude,
Like, I am so
yeah.
excited for the storyline. I'm excited for the looks. I'm excited for the new weapons. We're gonna get like this tank like machine. We're getting bows and arrows. Holy shit. Hi, Zamer.
Oh no.
I call
Zamer
bullshit.
always
I call bullshit. Zamer is a little fucking troll. Zamer, I'm not talking to
I was
you.
about to say, can you imagine if they
We can't be
actually had
friends.
to announce a delay? Oh shit. That
Okay,
would
but
be
it's gonna be a summer
terrible.
game. Like, so
It is
we
going to be a
already
summer
knew that
game.
it was gonna be sometime in the summer because it's always a
Mhm.
summer game, and that it's
Mhm.
always going like it's that's just what it is. It's not a winter game. It's not a holiday game. Like
Mhm.
it's a summer game. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if they pushed it back if it was supposed to release in something like May or June, getting pushed back to like August or like early September because that's what they did with Animal Crossing, and that's perfectly fine. It's still going to get
Yeah.
released this year.
I think it's yeah, cuz we have all right, we have 4 games that I know, I think,
Hmm.
being released this year. Okay, so we have the Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Hmm.
I I don't know how I feel about that just yet. I don't know how I feel about the game.
But we
Of
already
course, Splatoon 3.
know.
I was about to say, of course, Splatoon fucking 3. Because
Ah,
I'm excited for that too. I want to spend so much money this year on Nintendo. And Breath of the Wild 2 is finally coming out, which I'm so excited about. But, and possibly Bayonetta. It's on the list for it to
isn't Kirby
possibly
supposed to come
release.
out this year?
Oh, and Kirby. That's 5. And
That you
Kirby, and
keep
the open
fucking
world Kirby.
forgetting Kirby.
I know. And Zamer told me at the beginning of the stream, Kirby. And I was like, you're absolutely fucking right. Kirby. Open world Kirby. And it looks stunning. So beautiful. And damn, Nintendo is going to take all of my money. All of it.
Hmm.
And I see people who are like super excited. And props to you for the Elden Ring coming out,
Mm,
you know?
yeah.
And I see everyone so excited, Elden Ring. And I'm just like, but Kirby and Zelda. I'm such a
Yeah.
child. Give me them kids games. I will soak up all those kids games. Give me them kid games. Let's see. Just a random question related to game. Defo related to games. Do you guys watch Attack on Titan? I tried watching Attack on Titan, but when it was releasing back in my day, when it first started,
But
when it first started
you
coming out,
old ass lady is what you
yeah,
is.
yeah, exactly what I am. Um, and it was such a slow burn that I never got back into it because I was the one who watched it periodically when it would come out, right? I just couldn't get
Yeah.
into it. And they're like, "Oh, you should have waited past a certain episode because then it just keeps going like so quickly." And that's great, but I don't have the patience. You have to get me in the first few episodes or else I'm not going to stick around.
I like it's one of the things I agree with you. I also understand why you didn't get into it. It's if you knew ahead of time it's like you have to give it at least until this episode, you would have had probably a better chance. But because you had already tried to give it a shot by your
I tried
standards,
by my standards.
yeah. And I haven't finished it. Like I only
Oh,
got through
yeah.
season 2 and
The final
like
season does
it
come out. Mm-hmm. I
Oh,
think,
that's exciting. I
yeah,
also
yeah.
didn't realize it was not finished yet. I thought it had finished a while ago. I know,
For some
like,
reason, I thought that
obviously the
too.
graphic novel was finished, but I had already thought
Mm.
the anime had finished at that point.
Mm. Sorry, we just had I was reading that and just wanted to see. The manga burned me out, and I still follow HXH that Hunter x Hunter Hunter. I don't know how you would pronounce that. I haven't even gotten to Hunter x Hunter. I need to. I heard it was fantastic. Let's see. The manga finished last year. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, yeah. That I think that's what I heard because I did hear it was finished. Um, but yes. So Splatoon, Breath of the Wild, Kirby. I really want to do Bayonetta. I can't. I really hope they release it this year because
Pokemon.
that's a lot. That's a lot that Nintendo is doing.
And that doesn't include all, like, the indie games that they're doing for the
No.
Switch, because there's,
Which
like, really cute ones, like,
yeah.
okay, so we're on GameInformer.com
Yes.
/ 2022. We're looking
Yes.
at the video game release schedule, and that because I have a Switch, I'm only kinda in a PC, I'm only interested in really what's coming,
For the
gonna
Switch
be
and
available
PC.
to PC and Switch.
Mm-hmm.
So I noticed that there was something called, like, Astroneer,
Mm-hmm.
what was it? Paparazzi? No, that was a PC game.
Paparazzi.
Um,
Yep.
and then Baby Storm, and I'm like, "What are these?" So, like, things like Baby Storm is looks, I can't say, it looks like a reskin for Overcooked, which isn't a bad
Oh
thing.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um,
Also, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm just
but
getting
there
so
also
excited.
looks like to be, like, big games that people are gonna be excited about, like Uncharted is supposed to release later this month.
Yes. Yes. They
Um
have, so I see that they have God of War,
mhm.
the second game to God of War, which because it was made in 2018. I love that game. Story wise, brilliant, and graphics wise, stunning. I love 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 that game. And so now they're like, and you know us, we love mythology, Greek mythology, all
Mhm.
that stuff. And now they're going into Norse mythology.
Mythology in general.
But yeah, just yeah, we're big nerds like that. And so they're doing Norse mythology, and I'm just like, I cannot wait to for them to go into that. Like, I really want them to go deep into that because I mean, you have Atreus, whose real name is Loki, and I just I can't wait. I can't wait to see how the story progresses with that for sure. Faux show. Um, so I'm excited about that. Okay, we were talking about this earlier. Hogwarts Legacy.
Mm.
I I actually do want to play this game. I don't know why. I think I'm just because we're Potterheads and I'm a millennial. I'm gonna be playing this game because I'm ashamed.
Didn't you say you never finished the movies?
Books. No, I finished the movies. I never finished the
Okay.
books. I need to. I was trying to reread the books, and my goodness, how do kids read it? How do they sit down just to absorb it? Because it takes
They
a
have
while.
better discipline than you.
Yeah,
It's
probably.
ADD.
You know what I do read though? Them fan fictions. But anyway, we're not talking about that. Harry Potter game. Open is it? I think an open world, isn't it? A Harry Potter game or something like that,
I don't know.
where
I've
it's in the
stopped, like,
1800s.
supporting JK Rowling. It's like, "Oh,
Well,
Harry Potter, I'm not touching it, I'm not buying it, I'm not giving it any attention."
well, as it
It's
turns
also
out,
Warner Brothers,
right. I also it's like I know you don't want to support J.K. Rowling, but it doesn't look like they want to support J.K. Rowling
but
either.
it's also
Hi,
Warner
Nasium.
Brothers,
Yeah.
and I don't wanna support Warner
Is
Brothers
it a Warner
after
Brothers video
the
game? Oh yes.
Warner Brothers owns the rights,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
just like they do with DC, and I don't
Yeah.
wanna support Warner Brothers. I don't wanna support Warner Brothers after what they did with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, firing Johnny
Mm-hmm.
Depp instead of and not firing Amber Heard, clearly showing favoritism.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what they've been fucking doing with the DC universe or the DCEU. Um, like their like cooperation with J.K. Rowling and a lot of this stuff. I don't want to support them.
Oh, sorry. No, I just scrolled onto something. I can understand why you don't want to support them, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, I just want to be involved with the magic. The magic. I don't know if you've ever played this. This is an indie game
Mm.
that I'm super excited about that apparently has a sequel, and I just found this out.
Oh,
Have you
really?
ever played Oxenfree?
Mm-mm, never heard of it.
Oh my gosh, it is a fantastic game. And in terms of story as well, it is a, I guess, psychological horror. It's like a psychological horror thriller game, but it's very narrative. You know what I mean? It's not, you don't like. It's not very like action oriented. It's like
Mhm.
narrative. Does that make sense? Um, and I think there are some times if you ever go on Steam or was it Prime Gaming or something, they usually have it out for free or like very, very, very for pennies essentially. Like they'll sell it for cheap. So you should definitely play it, or you can play it on your Switch
The
because it
original
also is ported to the
oxen
Switch.
free on Steam is $10.
Yeah, it's cheap. It's so fun. I got mine for free, but you should definitely play it. I played it on stream once. So fun. And the story is like that of the Twilight Zone, which is I think why I liked it so much. It's very
That one
supernatural and
doesn't have a release date yet.
the second game?
Yeah, oxen free,
Yeah, I
lost
know.
signals.
Yes. I hope cuz this is all the stuff that they assume is going to be 2021 2022. Right. I'm super excited about that.
Holy shit, they're releasing another Prince of Persia game?
Oh, I
Oh, it's
heard
a
about that
remake.
too.
Hmm.
I have a question because you're a DC. You're a DC fan. Have you seen the Suicide Squall? Suicide
Squall?
Squad Kill the Justice League game. Did you ever see the trailer for that? Do you watch
Mm-mm.
trailers for video games? I know you don't do for films.
No, because it's just one of those things, a lot of those games end up not being on uh consoles that I have.
Mm.
Like
I
the
wanted it.
consoles we have are the Switch, the
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo 3DS, um, an Xbox,
Mm-hmm.
and we now have a PlayStation 4 with a controller.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a PlayStation 4 for 4 months, maybe five, maybe not 5 months, probably not 5 months, but we couldn't play it because we weren't given a controller with it, and trying to track down a controller after the release of PlayStation 5 has been impossible.
Yeah.
um
Isn't like
but
PS
fortunately
the
enough, my husband
PS5?
has very, very good friends that is like
Mm-hmm.
saw one day, is like, I'm buying it and I am delivering it to him immediately.
I was about to say, isn't it really hard now to find a PS5?
Yeah, and just like a PS4. Like both of
Oh,
them are
mm-hmm.
impossible to find.
I wonder why that is. I feel like the when the
Demand.
PS that's true.
Because the
I feel like this
PS5 was released during the
the
pandemic still,
pandemonium. Yeah,
and
right,
people
right.
love.
Isn't it right before the pandemonium?
Mm-mm, I don't think so.
Hmm.
So PlayStation 5, when were you released? November of 2020. So no, it was in the middle of the pandemic. So people had already
Mm-hmm.
learned with the Switch to go ahead and
Yes,
get it
you're
because we
right.
weren't going anywhere anytime soon with the pandemic. And
Right,
so
right,
the demand
right.
has just been high, along with materials for just
That's
getting
true.
materials to be able to make it
To
have been
build it,
impossible
yeah.
because again, the pandemic.
Right, 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 right. That's true. I was looking for something I can't remember.
Yep. Thank you, Zamer. All of that. Yeah, I'm not surprised like Sony was limiting quantities as well to like
Mm-hmm.
cause like a huge markup in price. Supply and demand, capitalism at its finest. Scalpers, I absolutely believe scalpers are like fucking terrible.
Yes, because they have the bots that buy everything.
Hmm.
I'm so bitter about it. Don't get me started because I just hate it.
Yeah.
Nah. Let me think. I'm trying to see. There are some games that I know was released or like they had a preview release during the Game Awards that
Hmm.
I'm very excited for, but some of them aren't coming until the next year,
Oh,
2023.
you can't talk about them because
I
we're talking about
know.
2022.
I
Oh no.
know. Hmm?
I see. There's a
Oh,
game that hasn't been like it's announced for this year but has not been announced when. It's
tell me.
called Proto Corgi.
Proto Corgi? Like the
Yup.
dog Corgi?
Yup.
I'm looking this up. Oh, I
Proto
see.
Corgi.
Oh, kind of looks cute. The art looks cute.
I was about to say this looks like something right up your alley.
I thought actually the art looks super cute. I can appreciate that. It's the same situation with the GPU shortages, but to a lesser scale. Oh, that's right. Oh shit. So this is technically video games. We're just talking PC. Um,
Mhm.
I was hoping to uh exchange some parts out of my old PC into my new PC, or not new PC. I just was wanting to buy new parts for my old PC, right? Because I can upgrade it and stuff. Half the shit, like a new graphics card, I couldn't even get because they do not sell them as parts anymore. You have to buy a whole new fucking computer
Mhm.
to be able to use the graphics card. And thankfully, I mean, I was like, might as well get a new computer. It's just cheaper anyway. Um, and that's how I got most of the new parts I was gonna, put for my old PC.
Mhm.
But my husband's gonna use my old PC in case he wants to upgrade it or something. But the fact that I had to buy a brand new fucking computer just so I can have a new graphics card because everyone is also scalping the fucking graphics cards to the thousands, right? They're
Because
like,
they're crypto mining.
yeah, it just fucking sucks, man. It sucks. And I know there's bots that purchase the graphics cards as soon as they're released, you know?
Mhm.
I'm pissed off with that. Like I'm pissed. Like it's so hard to it's so hard to game. Look at me, my what's it, first world problems. It's just so hard to game. Do not buy
Oh
used
no.
GPUs. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah, don't do that. Um, sorry. The I don't know if this is 2022 or 2023. Most of the stuff that I see is Nintendo because Nintendo's gonna rule the
Yep.
year.
Mhm.
He's gonna be the king this year.
Oh, there's gonna be a Slime Rancher too.
Oh yes, I did hear about that. Mm-hmm. Um, the
Soup
remake of the
pot. What is this?
wait, what?
I'm down in the list of like unspecified dates, and there's something called soup pot.
Hmm. Okay, okay. So, oh, this is 2023. I'm just gonna read this out because I've been waiting for the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake release, like an actual remake
Republic.
release,
Gonna make fun
and
of you.
it's gonna be
Republic.
2023. Yeah. Nintendo learned the mistakes of the Wii U by having quality over quantity. That is true. That is true. I feel like with what the Switch is capable of, you know, Nintendo was able to, I don't know, pour it all into very high quality games. Oh, there's the Call of Duty game coming out this year. Oh, literally, this is called Call of Duty 2022.
Oh no! What happens? Another Call of Duty game. How
I,
shocking!
how shocking! It's like that, and the FIFA games, or the those sports games that come out every year, as well as Just Dance. That's also a sports game that comes out every year. Uh,
Fair. There was something that was listed higher up.
COVID War.
Okay, it's
Oh God.
releasing this year for PlayStation 5 and PC, but it doesn't have a release date yet. That looks good, and I remember hearing about it a couple of years ago. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so like obviously in production before pandemic hit, very obviously was delayed because of the pandemic. That I'd forgotten about, and it was Ghostwire Tokyo. It doesn't really look like anything
Oh, that's
I would actually
yeah.
get around to playing, but it
Mm-hmm.
looks good.
I see what you mean.
Mhm.
Also,
Also, we're otaku trash, so, anything like Japanese, East Asian,
right.
all over that shit.
Mm-hmm. We're weebs.
What? Weeps?
I
Us?
know.
Absolutely.
Oh, was the apparently there's a new. No, it's Laura Croft. Wait, what happened?
Samer.
What do you see? With the COVID war? Okay. But so going back, it's true. The Switch is pretty much taken over with the main
Yep.
games coming out. Other than Elden Ring, which I think is just,
Oh,
can I
look.
say that I think it's a little overhyped, but because people are wanting something like a game that's that good to come out, I feel like it's a little overhyped. And I think people might be disappointed. I've never seen someone hype a game as much as Elden Ring.
Elden Ring, is that. I'm just an idiot. Is that a Skyrim follow up or
No,
is
no, no, no,
that
no.
um
From the makers
a
of
Demon Souls?
Demon Souls, yeah, kind of thing.
Okay. You understand where it comes like Elden Ring, it's like, is it the Elder Scrolls or is it Dark Souls? Um,
Dark Souls.
I mean, they haven't really had a bad game yet.
I know. I mean, I know that, but I feel like
And we're getting more games with it that are actually like obviously it's like it's gonna fuck you up. You're gonna end up
yeah,
playing it and you're gonna end up getting yourself fucked up because it is a Demon Souls, Dark Souls game. It's meant to be very difficult. Um, but they are coming out with new shit, unlike some other games. Here's looking at you, Grand Theft Auto. Here's looking at
yeah,
you,
they,
fucking Skyrim. Like,
Grand Theft Auto 6 is never gonna come. I will
yeah.
probably be dead by the time they're like, "Oh, finally, Grand Theft Auto 6." Oh, yes, the Cuphead DLC. I am actually super excited. Okay, I I really, 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 really am excited for the Cuphead games because I have such an appreciation for the makers of those games because
hmm
all of that is hand drawn animation. And that is, it's beautiful to look at because we're weebs and we love animation.
hmm
It's such a fucking beautiful game to see. So them actually now having the money because they're making a cartoon because it's a huge thing. Them having a cartoon and having a DLC. I just love the Cuphead thing. I'm glad that this indie game was so beloved, and I fucking love it. I also love that it makes me mad. I get
hmm
rage. It's the same reason why I can't play Elden Ring or like Dark Souls or Demon Souls. I will rage. And y'all don't want to see that. Nobody wants to see that.
I mean,
Nobody wants to see that.
Chelzor's Chelzor's chat begs to differ. They love seeing her rage.
Yes, but
I wouldn't
Chelsea
say rage every single time, but
right.
like, or for every single game. Don't get a game that you have to rage it, like, have to rage it. But spice it up a little. Come on, you're a spicy woman.
Add a little
You can
spice.
let your chat see you spicy every so often.
It's just add a little spice. I feel like if people see me that like that, they're gonna be like, "Oh, nah, I'm good. I think I'm good," and walk away. Rune Factory 5. Oh shit! I'm actually super excited for Rune Factory 5 as well. I don't know if I just
Oh
like
yeah, I heard that Rune
chill.
Factory was getting another one, and it's like I haven't ever played one, but I understand it's like very exciting for people. I am glad that people are gonna get another Rune.
That's me. I'm that people. I'm super excited. I
You a
loved Rune
people? I don't
Factory
believe it.
4. Yeah. I loved Rune Factory 4. I actually didn't like when it was the 3DS, I think. I never played a Rune Factory game, and a friend of mine just so happened to give it to me. Like just we'll just go say that he gave it to me. And I really liked that it was a farming simulator with a good story. It's kind of different than like Stardew Valley. Like it actually had a story
hmm
that you had to follow, and also romance, and also you got to take care of them chickens, and also like it's such a chill game and a very interesting one. And it doesn't only deal with farming. You can also do cooking or fighting or whatever. Fucking love that game. Rune Factory. I'm very excited for that. And that's coming in March. March 22nd, 2022.
That's not too far.
So I'm probably gonna be playing that most most of my streams. And if anyone doesn't like it, you can suck it. Wait, when was the release date for Splatoon 3?
There isn't one.
Just no,
It's
just
down at the
it's gonna be
bottom.
right, right, right,
Yep.
right, right. Oh crap! The
Um,
Pokemon Legends is January 28th. I didn't realize it was
yeah,
that soon.
yep. I
Your
told you
only hope of
earlier.
getting GT. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't realize
See,
it was
no,
that
it's
soon.
gonna be the exact same thing that it was with you in Splatoon 2 and Chelzar with Mario Kart 8. It's like we ain't gonna get another one until y'all buy it. Zamer, you're our only hope of getting GTA 6.
Yep. Wait, you don't have GTA 6? I was trying about something if I keep denying it. Oh, if you buy GTA 5, Samer, they will announce GTA 6. It's just that's how
It's
it
the
is.
only way.
So you need to just to suck it up and buy GTA 5. They have it on pretty much everywhere. uh I really yeah. Oh fuck yeah, Mario Kart 9. But that's going to be I think next year cuz I
Is
know
it?
it was trending that the newest Mario Kart, I don't know if I like this or not, but the newest Mario Kart game is going to come with a twist. And that's all they mentioned. And I don't know what that twist is because if that twist is like Double Dash, I ain't going to hate
Oh,
on it.
it's in development.
Yeah. But they announced
Man,
that
we
there's going to
got
be
an
like an
in
NBA twist.
development announcement back in 2019 for Breath of the Wild too. Like, we're probably not going to get this until like 2024.
No, don't tell me that. Please. Uh, I'm going to have to wait. Well,
I
thankfully
would
I
love that. No, I don't know if I
with
would want
pogo
a pogo
sticks.
stick for Mario Kart 9 or if I would want a pogo stick for like, Splatoon 3.
Oh my god.
Hi, Ghost Hand.
Oh, F-Zero. Yeah.
Yeah, F-Zero would be good.
Isn't Metroid Prime 4 supposed to come out this year, or is it Prime Trilogy port? Wait, what do you mean? Metroid Prime 4, Metroid Fusion? Is that what that is? 5 would
Hmm.
be Dread. Are you talking Fusion? Um, while he's doing that. Do you remember the House of the Dead?
No.
You've never played the House of the Dead, those like arcade cabinet shooter things when you were a kid?
Oh, like, what was it? The zombie games or whatever?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm aware of what you're talking about, but no. I never played them.
Well, they're making a remake. So in case you weren't able to
Oof.
play it, and it's for the Switch, by the way. So
Enjoy it as a
yeah, as a
child.
kid, because mine was, my parents wouldn't let me play it because it was too violent. Because you're shooting guns and stuff, and it's
Your
scary because it's
parents
on both.
would say that. My parents were just too cheap. Those were very expensive games for both me and my sister to play.
Yeah,
Uh,
when
to,
arcade cabinets were such a huge deal. Yeah, but now you can play if you ever want to play. The remake is coming out for the Switch, and it looks like it's just only the Switch. Which
hey,
okay
can I
then.
laugh at something real quick?
Yes, Mother 3 was never gonna happen. Never.
So, like, fuck Konami for a bunch of reasons.
Oh yeah.
Apparently there's gonna be a Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel.
Oh my god. How
Um,
do you know we're weebs? Because we, out of everything Konami does, we're like, ah, Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah.
yeah, well, yeah, my husband used to be really into Yu-Gi-Oh! Until they just really clearly made it about money instead of an actual game.
Oh yes. Mm-hmm.
Because instead of like improving upon the game with each release of new cards or a new system or anything like that, instead of like improving the game and integrating it into the old stuff, they would kind of completely retcon the old stuff and then make new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But also Konami is the people that own Silent Hill.
Oh no. Konami is also getting into NFT. Screw them. Oh, fucking course they
Oh,
are.
really?
Oh
Ugh,
god, that's
why?
painful.
Okay, but let's be
I like how we
honest.
both are like,
I'm
ugh.
not surprised.
I'm not
I'm really not.
either. And also, yeah, Konami does Silent Hill, but they fucked over probably one, and I will never forgive them ever
Mm,
for fucking
mm,
over Silent Hills. I will
hmm.
never forgive them because you had
Hey, okay.
Hideo Kojima.
ADD. ADD. Sorry, I'm gonna take over for a second.
Go ahead.
Everybody buckle in. We're about to go on like a Tokyo Drift. Okay, so we talked about Batman, we talked about stuff. We're now talking about like what is it?
Yeah.
Konami and Silent Hills, and that at the end of PT, Silent Hill PT playable trailer, we got
Oh,
Norman Reedus at the very
oh
end.
no, you had it all. You
And
had the
so ADD,
formula.
I'm trying to give context to everybody because not everybody can keep up like you can or like my husband can. So me and Brycey were talking earlier this week, I think, about like the MCU and stuff. And there are rumors that we might get
Mm,
Norman Reedus as Ghost Rider.
that's right.
And I'm very excited.
God bless Norman Reedus. I hope he has a successful career. I mean, he's had a successful career, but I want
Mm.
him to continue having a successful career because apparently he's a very, really, a very nice guy, like an actual genuine person,
Yeah, he plays really
actor.
slimy characters.
And he does it really well, but he
He
himself is
does it.
not a slimy character.
And
Well, I
that
wouldn't
just kind of
say,
reminds me of Danny DeVito. I feel like Norman Reedus and DeVito would be friends. Just
oh
like
yeah,
wholesome bros kind of
I think
situation.
so.
I think they'd be very sweet.
I would still want Nick Cage for Ghost Rider just for the laugh. Okay, Nick Cage is doing his own
Okay,
fucking movie about himself. Did you
but
know that?
question,
Sorry.
which Ghost Rider? Are we talking about Ghost Rider 1 or Ghost Rider 2? Because that is complete, like, they're completely different. They
They
can't
are
be in the
different.
same universe kind of situation.
I
Meow.
I can't get mad. I want wait, is this spoilers? I won't say anything. But I kind of want what was it? Nick Cage's Ghost Rider to appear like other characters in a Spider-Man film that I will not discuss.
I
Just
mean,
like that.
I don't actually know
They can now thanks to
who
that web crawler. I
owns
know.
Ghost Rider.
I
I don't know
know.
who owns Ghost Rider. It might be Marvel Studios now owned by Disney.
Cuz he's a Marvel character, right?
Yeah, he's a Marvel character.
Mhm.
Very much a Marvel character. But we've already discussed last week, and along with multiple other times, because we like talking about movies, um,
I love movies,
that
man.
the properties are divided up all over the place, and that there are actually apparently
Yeah.
some characters that do crossovers with like in the comic books
Mhm.
with Marvel characters that are owned by completely different companies. Like there are Hasbro, the toy company Hasbro
Mhm.
has characters that they own that have done crossovers with
Oh.
Marvel characters in
Hmm.
Marvel Comics.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah. TV show with him recently.
It was okay, but it was not Johnny Blaze was another character. Hmm.
I didn't know CW. Maybe I did. Hang on. I gotta look this up. I can't
Mhm.
remember
Mhm.
shit. Ghost Rider.
Cuz CW is part of the whole WB and they
Mm-hmm.
own DC, which is why they had shows like The Flash. Was that that was a CW show. And Arrow. Um
Okay,
cuz I
but
just
those are
know that.
DC.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know. Did CW do Marvel? Oh, it was Agents of Shield. Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, like Agents of Shield before it was kind of brought in, kind of did their own thing.
Yeah, they kind of did their own thing. CBS was of Shield. Yeah, because I was about to say CW wouldn't have done Marvel. I don't think. Can we actually talk about a show that I'm super excited about? That I'm super excited also that they premiered in a certain movie, and that's Daredevil. because it popped up on my Netflix as a, hey, you should really watch this, like a
I
heavily
like I
suggested
noticed that
show.
too on Netflix, and I'm like,
Yeah, like,
Like I said this
I
to my
wonder
husband. I'm
why
like,
this is.
Why is this suddenly in like the top recommended? Why is this in the top 10
Yeah, I can only
suddenly?
imagine it's because of a certain
Hmm.
film, but could
Whatever could the reason
be.
be?
Probably because he was in a film that I also lost my shit over because, bro, that's all. Why are we always talking movies?
Because
We always
we're
talking
movie
movies. I
dorks.
love movies. So
We're
excited.
huge movie
And it's
dorks.
always fucking Marvel.
Ricey, I'm so excited.
Well,
We're supposed to stay on topic.
yeah, we are supposed to. Do
We
we
actually have
ever?
a subject today. We have to stay on topic. We can't just go ADD off on this.
Oh, it's because
Um,
movies are amazing. And I'm so glad that theaters are open now for those, who are very careful. Please be very careful because there's another apparent variant that's out and about in France and some fuck. Anyway, be very careful. However, theaters, I miss the energy, you know,
you're
and
gonna come
movies.
watch. You are gonna watch Multiverse of Madness with me
Oh,
in
heck yeah.
person,
We're
right?
gonna,
You're not. We're
yeah, we're
not gonna
gonna
do
do
what we
that.
did with Spider-Man, where we watched it like the
No,
same day in
because you weren't
separate
there.
theaters.
Yeah,
You're
you
gonna
weren't
come
there
with,
that I could like punch excitedly on the shoulder about,
which we
and you can
do. We have
squeal.
like
Yeah,
we
which
did
we
that
do.
with Shang-Chi. We did that with the Eternals. Like I was not exactly quiet in the theater when I watched No Way Home.
Yeah.
I would have been 10 times worse if
There
you
was
were
only
there.
four. There was only four of us, myself included. There's four in the entire theater to No Way Home when I watched it. Um,
I
and
would
I didn't
say
care if it was only like three other people around me. I was loud and I was like, "Yeah!" for certain scenes.
punch
I don't want to
him, flip
spoil.
shoot, yeah.
Yeah. And certain characters that appeared and all this stuff. Fucking love it. I don't want to talk anymore about that Spider-Man because no spoilers or
I
anything.
would say like my theater was probably about 1/3 full. It was like it was surprisingly full.
Mm. No Way Home and IMAX was completely packed. I did okay, so I watched in 3D and I thought, people would like, 3D. Bruh, the fight scene between uh Spider-Man and Doctor Strange in the mirror dimension. I had to
Hey,
take off my glasses.
throw up spoilers if you're gonna talk about this.
Yeah, no, no. I was just saying I got motion sick. That's all. And I had to take off my glasses because I'd get motion sick. But it was beautiful to see in 3D. Holy shit. That was like a big mind fuck. It was good. Good times. There was a 3D variant. Yeah. At least, I mean, I did in my theaters. There was a 3D variant. Mm-hmm.
I think at our theaters there was one showing of a 3D.
Would I
Maybe two.
recommend it if you have motion sickness? Heck no. Just for that one scene. Don't fucking do it. But here's a good segue from from films back into video games. The Lord of the Rings Gollum is
Oh, I've
coming
been
out.
hearing about that one. I
I
don't.
and that's for everything for all platforms. We have PlayStation
Mhm.
5, Xbox Series X, the PlayStation
And
4
PlayStation
also has it.
4.
Yep, Xbox One, Switch, PC, all of that stuff. I do not know if I'm excited for this because I saw the trailer and I hate the way Gollum looks.
See,
Like I
I
do
saw it and I
not
didn't
like it.
think that it was that bad.
I don't I don't
It's
know. I
not
don't
gonna be
like
for
it.
me because I don't really care for Lord of the Rings, like, at all.
Right.
Like, I surprisingly
Oh,
really do not.
that
But
is
it's like,
surprising.
yeah, I've never watched the movies. I've only seen like the first Hobbit movie.
You're kidding. Okay, first of all, the Hobbits,
We've established this.
I
We've
know
talked about this
you can never
previously.
say shit if I don't watch, like, well, I mean, I've seen pretty much all the Fast and Furious. However, you can never fucking
Okay,
say,
but the important ones are the first
"No,
three.
yeah, I had the first three, but you never ever ever say shit to me if there's like a film or whatever that I haven't seen before that's like a classic. Because you never seen the Lord of the Rings. And I'm like, oh, you saw the Hobbit?
Okay, like
The Hobbit ain't
what?
shit. The Lord of the Rings trilogy is as I would say the Lord of the Rings trilogy is as big a deal as the first three films of Fast and Furious is to you. Like those are the three main important films. And yeah, it's a longer film that doesn't have sexy cars in it, mind you, but it's still a good
Or
fantasy
I
film.
would say, or sexy men. I'm sorry,
Or
Vigo.
how
I'm
dare
Strider.
you?
Forgive me, forgive me. I
Yeah,
misspoke. I didn't mean it.
you
I didn't
did.
mean it.
How can you say? Oh my God,
Ian
Viggo
McKellen.
Mortensen.
Mmm.
Mmm.
Mm.
Mmm.
Also, Christopher Lee. Not gonna deny that man.
That's true. Mmm.
Ian McKellen
Anyhow,
before Christopher Lee, but
yeah.
still Christopher Lee.
Going back, I was excited to see like that they were doing a Lord of the Rings. I'm curious to know how it's going to be like. If it's going to be in terms of like the books or like the films, or the fact that is it going to be taking place in its own side story between the
I bet
two?
it's gonna cover a
Between
lot of time. I bet it's gonna like kind of be like an origin story that leads up to like the Lord of the Rings.
You think that would be
Yeah.
actually really cool if they did that and you follow, you know, Samwise Gamgee.
I don't know. That's how I would do it.
Right. Huh. Because I'm curious, but I don't think I will ever play it myself. I'll just watch other people play it because
Agreed.
I don't want to have to spend, was it $60 or whatever, and it be shit.
Because I played some of like the original Lord of the Ring games for like the
Mm-hmm.
Xbox. I think I have like the Fellowship and the Two Towers, and they are very, very, very
Oh my
much
god.
RPG games.
Yes.
Like you collect people, you like
Right.
max them out in their most ideal state. You build your team how you need to build it. Um, and like I don't think that would like I am deeply concerned that that's what it's gonna kind of end up being.
I hope not. I really hope not. Anyway, if it is, I mean, it's okay. I mean, that's fine, I guess. I just don't know where the story would take place. I think. Um, and there's a lot more. Do we even talk about Tiny Tina's Wonderland?
No, we didn't. I mean, we talked about it before we started the podcast, but
Oh, that's
no,
probably why.
we had not talked about it.
Hmm.
I don't play Borderlands. My husband does.
I do too.
I
I love
I'm excited
Borderlands.
for those who enjoy Borderlands and are getting more of the story and more of the universe for Borderlands because y'all haven't gotten anything in fucking
Oh god,
ages.
don't even talk. Yup,
I think
we
y'all got like
sure
what
haven't.
one DLC in the past 4 years or something,
Yeah, I'm
and then there
curious to
was
know
a
what it's gonna
Telltale
be
game
like.
probably about 7 years ago
Yeah,
ish.
because it's a take. Hi, Kumo.
Kumo.
I think it's a take on what was it? Fantasy. Obviously, it's gonna be like a fantasy RPG kind of thing,
Cause she's
maybe,
crazy.
because she's crazy and I love her.
Yeah.
Uh, so that's gonna be an interesting take, and I'm here for it. I'm fucking here for it.
Right.
I cannot wait to play it, and I'm glad it's its own standalone game. Um, I'm just curious to know how it's gonna be like. And I think it's gonna be absolutely hilarious and fun.
Yeah.
Like I think it's
Yeah.
genuinely gonna be like a fun game. Excuse me.
Agreed. I'm excited for it to come out. Like I wouldn't mind like watching people play it. Like I would watch my husband play it. I would watch the
Mhm.
Let's Players play it. Um I'm excited for people that it's there for people who enjoy the franchise. Um can I just go ahead and say that it's already been released, but we're getting a lot of updates for it this year. I'm excited for the updates for Phasmophobia.
Oh yes. You know, as you were saying that, I literally was typing up horror games coming out in 2022. Phasmophobia maps.
Phasmophobia.
Give me more.
More
Fucking
ghosts,
do
more
it.
maps, more items. I'm excited for it. Also, Monty has gotten Phasmophobia.
Oh, he did.
He did. I'm very excited
Oh
for it.
shit. So, in terms of horror games, which I
Mhm.
love, but I don't know if I love it enough to play it myself because I'm a wimp. Dying Light 2, which is another zombie game. I don't find zombie games to be as scary anymore. I think it's because it's like an oversaturated market.
Mhm.
But I do know Dying Light was a very good game. I haven't played it because, again, I kind of got bored by zombie games by that point. Uh, but Dying Light 2 is coming. Um, Apparently, the Evil Dead games, which I feel like it's interesting. I don't think I'll ever play the Evil Dead game because I feel like it's like it's a co-op horror, but I don't know what it's gonna be like. And honestly, Evil Dead,
Oh,
I
it
keep
raining.
thinking it's raining for you.
Yeah.
Oh shit,
You're not like a little it's like it is suddenly like I'm hearing noise and oh shit, it rained.
it raining. But yeah, Evil Dead. I get. I don't know. I kind of get Dead by Daylight vibes. Maybe I'm
Mhm.
just not seeing it as it should be. I don't know. Then you spoke of Ghostwire Tokyo. Apparently, that's a Japanese horror,
Yeah,
technological horror, which
we talked
I'm here
about that
for.
earlier
Yeah,
where
yeah.
it's I'm not gonna play it, but it's like I'm excited for it. It looks super good.
I'll check it out. I don't know how I feel about like technological horror. Because most of that would be like what I would associate technological horror would be like body horror. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Gross
I
body
don't know,
horror
you
with
like
technology.
what is it, Ghost Camera, and you kinda have
Oh
I
yes.
would kinda consider that
Ghost ca-
technological horror, just very
You mean ghost camera?
mildly.
You mean Fatal Frame? Like the when you take
Yeah.
pictures of the Oh
I
okay.
like,
Oh
on
okay.
the 3DS, there's, like, Ghost Camera, which is, like, kinda
You
like a
had
baby
snow?
version of Fatal Frame.
Mhm. Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so it's like I'm assuming it's very similar, so it's like you take your 3DS and you, like, move it around and you find the ghost around you using your
Oh.
3DS.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so you kinda I'm assuming do very something very similar where you move your character around holding up a camera to find the ghost in Fatal Frame.
Hmm.
So Fatal Frame kinda uses technology.
I guess so. I think I don't I have to watch the trailer for this cuz I want to know
Okay.
exactly what it is that I like looks like. Not flood levels but oh shit, please be careful. Um Clock Tower and Fatal Frame. Isn't there going to be a new Clock Tower remake actually now that I think about it? Cuz that one was a fun one.
Um, I don't think we're getting it this year. I think we're probably gonna get it next year because I remember,
I remember them talking
uh
about it, right?
yeah, I don't think it was on the just the Nintendo Direct. I think it was on, like, the big game direct, E3,
Yeah.
and we like, people lost their shit. I remember you
Hmm.
talking about that. I don't think it's clearly not listed in the 2020 list, so I'm assuming it's gonna be sometime late 2023, if not 2024. But yeah, you are
Hmm.
supposed to be getting a new Fatal Frame game.
Oh, yes, that I do know of. Yes. I think it's next year, 2023. Um Let me see. Oh, the Outlast Trials. I cannot play the Outlast games
Yeah.
because it is a little like body horror
Mhm.
for me.
Yeah.
Um, and again, I only know this because I've seen other people who have played the like Outlast and Outlast the DLC and then the Outlast 2. Like I saw all that. I know what the story's about. I cannot play those games because there is a lot of torture. Would it be? Yeah, torture porn. Let's just say call it what it is for some
Yeah.
scenes
Yeah.
in both games,
Mhm.
and I'm not here for that. I cannot handle like the feel that, and they do it so well. This is how I know it's a good game. Outlast does it so well in terms of feeling absolutely helpless because you cannot. It's kind of like the whole amnesia thing.
Mhm.
You cannot defend yourself, at least in the first game, right? You just got to run, find stuff. You have a camera that loses a battery, and that's your only like way of viewing anything. And those jump scares are so good. that they're so fucking bad I cannot stand them because they will make my heart. I would age very rapidly. That's how good these are. The Outlast Trials is a similar horror game to that, which I know it's going to probably involve some kind of torture porn.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a co-op horror experience. So if I can play it, I mean, would you play it with me? That's the only way I can play it.
Nope.
No, you don't want to. You don't want to help me with that.
Nope. I'll watch you play it. I'll be in your chat. Laugh my ass at you.
Chelsea will. I will. Y'all will play. Oh, I don't know if Chelsea would play that kind of horror game.
I don't think so
I
either.
don't think so. Uh,
No.
as Chelsea the Destroyer, I don't think she would be able to. She's like me. I don't think we can stomach that.
Like,
I'll
okay,
puss
if
out.
you want,
I will
we can
puss
do
out.
like
I
a
have to be
sleepover
drunk.
or something, and I'll watch, like, I'll sit next to you and watch you play.
See, I don't trust anyone to be here with me while I play because I can. I'm the asshole who would scare you in the middle of like a perfect
Damn
scene.
straight.
And exactly, if I do it, I know you would fucking do it too.
But I
So
also know when not to do it too. I'm
oh
just like,
god,
oh,
yeah.
we'll get you early on and when it's starting to wind down. But like, um, actually, I want to list a couple more that I'm excited to see. Like The Witcher 3. I'm glad to see
Oh
like The
yeah.
Witcher is still having several sources of media with the second season that's already out
I was about to say it's
for
being released because it's already released, but it's being released for other platforms.
PlayStation 5, Xbox Series
Mm.
XS.
Mm.
Um Valheim is coming to the PC, which is exciting. Void Train. Markiplier's been playing that and it looks really interesting. If you
I
haven't checked it out, it's
there's a
kind
demo
of
out. I
acts
think
yeah, it
there's a
kind of
demo out for
acts
that.
like the Wrath. Um but it's very, I don't know how to describe this. Futuristic? Like
That's one way to do it. Hmm.
steampunky, interdimensional raft.
I'm sorry. I love Kumo's. Was it comments? Does it really count as 2022 release if no one will still have a PS5 by the end of 2022? You're asking the real questions, Kumo. That's a real fucking question. Um,
I mean, all it would like the scalpers will finally cave and start playing.
that's true.
It's
But
like
it's
we
still
can't
such a
move these
highly,
PS5s. I guess I gotta play them.
yeah. Isn't Void Train a
Roguelite?
roguelite game, or am I thinking of a different game?
I think
All I
you're
can
thinking of
think
something
of,
completely different.
no, so all I can think of Void Train. Let me make sure that this is the same kind of, yeah.
It's a survivor game.
Mm,
So it's kind of like the raft, but instead of a raft, you're on a
train.
train,
Hmm.
and it is interdimensional, or yeah, interdimensional steampunk kind of.
Yes.
It's in a void. It's You're not really on Earth or anywhere. You're in a void, so it's a very interdimensional thing. It looks really good. I guess this is kind of like the survivor game that I would get into so far.
Mm-hmm. So here's a game that I know it's already been released, but I'm actually super stoked to for it to release again in
Hmm?
a way. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I
Oh,
I have the Stanley Parable. I don't think I've ever played it on stream, but I do have the Stanley Parable somewhere in my old computer or something like that. And it's coming to PC and certain consoles in 2022. You know, it was supposed to be
hmm.
released way back, but
Oh
pandemic.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, I actually want to play this game on
Mhm.
stream
Do it.
because
It
the
would be
Stanley
really good
Parable,
on stream.
right? I love the fact that, I mean, technically you have free will essentially to kind of explore everything, and just the way that you explore changes your entire like story. I think that's so good. Like you can literally do anything, and they're like, okay, so if you walk out and walk back in, that triggers something, or I don't know. I love the Stanley Parable, and I'm excited that they're doing a re-release called the Ultra
Mhm.
Deluxe. So hopefully there's more
Yeah.
endings because there was a lot of endings in the first one, you know. So I'm excited for that one, and it's supposedly coming out 2022. So there goes that. Um, I'm trying to see what other big games. I know the was it the Star Trek Resurgence is a big one that came. I think they announced that. Was that one? No, it was the Star Wars. Oh my God, what was it? The
Yeah,
Star Wars
Star Wars. I
game?
was about to say Star Trek isn't like
No, no, no. It's the Star
I don't
Wars game
know.
that had like a cinematic trailer that looked like it was a fucking movie. And
Yeah, I
I
don't think that's coming out
hope.
this year. I
No,
don't think
I
so.
don't
I
think
think
so.
it's
I
supposed to
think
be
you're right.
next year. I know what you're talking about, and I don't remember what it
I showed
is.
you the yeah. I think it's hold up. I'm oh 1 second.
My husband is not excited for it.
It's not Star
Eclipse.
Wars, not to the Old
Star Wars
Republic.
Eclipse.
Eclipse. That's
Eclipse.
what it was. Why isn't he excited for it?
Um, he
By
doesn't
Quantic
like
Dream.
because it looked really, really good.
It's so beautiful.
He does not think that it's gonna look that good
Oh,
in game.
because
Because
it's a
he said
cinematic
that's what the
fucking
previous games
beauty.
have done is where
Oh,
they have a really,
damn.
really good trailer, and then the design in
Mm-hmm.
game is like shit.
Wasn't it the Star Wars Jedi something or other?
I don't know. I'm
Hold up.
guessing. Hi Bash.
Jedi
We
Fallen
see you.
Order. So I remember the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I remember that also being kind of everyone was hyped about it,
Hmm.
and there were so many bugs in that game because we have that game. We have Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Oh, if your husband ever wants to borrow it now that he has a PS4, he might enjoy that one. Story wise, eh, eh.
I don't know if he's played it or not. We have. I told you that like there was a sale on a couple of like. Oh, it wasn't the Fallen Order. It was the Knights of the Old Republic. Two of the Knights of the Old Republic games
Oh
were
yes,
available,
that
or not Steam,
right,
Switch.
right. There's like a remaster and then there's a remake remaster that's coming out. I'm waiting for the remake remaster, not just the remaster. Because I have the games. I have the old games for the PC, like ages ago, right?
Right.
When they finally released it to the PC. And then they remade it, and now they're re-releasing that one. And I'm just like, I'm just gonna wait for that, the big re-release, so I can see it all in all its beauty. Because that shit was an Xbox game, and that was Cube.
If that
So
tells
many
you
cubes.
anything about graphics,
It's not that great in terms of I mean, it was ahead of its time at the time, right?
right?
Speaking of remakes, I am excited for this one, the System Shock remake, because System Shock was a classic horror game, like sci-fi horror game, and the and if you thought like, oh, Knights of the Old Republic graphics was bad, System Shock was, I think, 16. No, there's a bit. When was it made?
8-bit or 16-bit?
Oh, hold up, because it was. Hold up. Let me make sure I know what the date is. 1994, first person action adventure video game. So it was made in 1994. Whatever 1994 bits were at the time. And it was a really good horror game for the time. I still remember it. System Shock and System Shock 2, iconic. Absolutely iconic. That's what it was on Mac. Really fucking great game. I'm not as scared of it anymore because 1994 graphics. Eh, eh.
I think you've talked to me about System Shock previously. I think you
Yes,
when we talked about horror games, um, back in 2020, I think you talked about System Shock
System
then.
Shock because it was one of my first what was it intro to sci-fi horror because that's technically what sci-fi horror game it was, and it has a lot of I hate to say it like Dead Space elements. That's what it reminds me of a lot. They remind me of each other. But also, if you've ever seen iRobot, that too. I'm just gonna go with that. It also gave me iRobot vibes for reasons. Um, but yes, if you haven't played System Shock and you really want to get into the story, because it's a very good story, wait for the remake. I am definitely going to play the remake myself. I am so excited to play this game. And it's going to be even more terrifying because the graphics look fucking scary as all hell. I can't play it by myself. Help me.
All I'm hearing is that you're a big baby.
I am a big baby. I want to play these games. I also want to play Slitterhead, which is the horror game made by the creator who made Silent Hill. And it's not coming out till 2023. But that fucking game, the trailer, I'm so excited. I'm just so excited. I hate fucking horror games. Wasn't there like a System Shock 2 sort of recently that bombed though? Not System Shock 2. I think there was a System Shock 3. System Shock 2 was
Yeah,
considered one of the best sequels, and that wasn't made till a few years after the first
99.
one.
I
Yeah.
I looked it up while you were talking. It's in 99, so it's not that recent.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. But there was a third game or something, or another System Shock game that didn't do as well. That I do know. Um, but I'm very excited for that. I'm also excited that the Silent Hill creator is making their own game, Slitterheads, but that's for another fucking year. Damn.
I guess System Shock 3 was so bad that there isn't a wiki page for it. Because 1 and 2 both have their own Wikipedia page.
They
System
were very
Shock 3,
popular.
I can't find a wiki page for it.
Let me see.
Ooh, that was thunder. It's getting spicy over here.
Oh, is it?
I'm gonna pull up
But yeah,
the
we should
radar and
actually.
just keep an eye on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's one technically 12:20, so we have 10 minutes. We want to go ahead and wrap it up.
I was about to say, are you gonna keep talking about something?
No, I
I
just
mean,
wanted to
yes.
end with horror films, horror games, because I'm very excited to not play those games and watch other people play those games. I can't do it.
I told you I'll come. We can do a sleepover. I'll come
I don't
sit
trust
with
you
you.
guys around me. You're gonna scare me, and I know it.
Okay, here's the
You're
real
gonna
question.
scare me,
Here's
and
the
I know
real
it.
question.
Okay.
Wait, no. Here's the real question. Do you trust
Okay.
me or Zamer more
Neither of you.
to sit with
Y'all
you?
are both fucking trolls. What are you talking about? Y'all are both just as bad as me. That's why we're hanging out. That's why we're friends. That's because we're all gonna just
You so
troll each
mean.
other. I know. I
So
was like,
mean.
no, that's not mean if that's true. Okay, that's all.
So mean.
Um,
So mean.
Mom, other moms, stop fighting.
Mom.
If we don't tease each other like that, and I know this, I would find it more insulting if you didn't scare me while I'm playing a game because then it shows that you don't love me because you don't tease me enough. Does that make sense?
I am disappointed that you turned down the volume on the host announcement for your Twitch.
The
Because
what?
I loved scaring you with it.
Oh
Like the
my
host
god.
announcement.
Yes. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, we ain't doing that. It always scares me. Um,
It's funny.
yeah, I know, and I know you take advantage of that. That's how I know you. Anywho, who are you? Well, let's go ahead and wrap it up. Who are
I'm
you?
a Mickey Ree, apparently a fucking troll.
You are a troll, both you and Zamer. And I love you guys for it. Don't ever change. um, where can we find you at Mickey Ree?
You can find me on Twitter under the same spelling as what I just chatted in. It's ABMIKIRII at Mickey Ree. You can find me on Twitter, and you can also find me kicking ass in Splatoon and
Yep.
scaring the piss out of her for no reason in
Nope.
Phasmophobia. I don't
Also, yes.
intentionally scare you doing Phasmophobia, though.
Intentionally. No, no, no. Your mic does. Because it always does some weird glitch shit and it freaks me the fuck out.
But usually it's exclusively on the campsite because the campsite
Oh,
wrecks my computer.
That's true. That's true.
but
And this
still
was such a
fucking
good map.
funny.
Yeah. And this is me. I put my name in chat. You can find me. I'm a bowl of ricey. You can find me on Twitch with that name, uh, as well as Twitter with that name. And you also see me
Yeah.
playing around with Abby. Abby often comes to my streams and stuff. So come check me
Yeah.
out there too. And you can find both of us at What's Your Pin 10 on Twitter. And usually, if there is a topic you like us to talk about, please send them our way on Twitter. We always read our tweets. Um, we're always
Yep.
trying to find new ideas. And if there's anything you guys want us to talk about in our great old women ADHD fashion, send them
Old
our
women,
way.
don't include me, ma'am. I am
You're gonna
younger than you.
fine. I'm the old lady, okay?
Nope,
So and
grandma.
because we're older women, mature topics are also we're up for those.
Yeah.
Um, but yes, I hope you guys stay safe out there, especially if you're in the
Yes.
rain and if it's flooding and good God knows how else. Because if it's gonna rain for you guys, most likely it'll be on me within an hour or so. So,
I'm thinking more like 30 minutes.
oh shit. Well, fuck.
Yep.
So, but just take care of each other. You know, stay safe out there, especially if
Yeah.
the or snow. God help. I've seen all the
Yeah.
snow videos. I do not envy you. I do not envy you. Um, but see,
Yeah,
yeah,
Kumo got snow.
yeah.
No, Zamer.
No, no, do not send snow. Send no, no snow. No snow here,
No,
please.
no, no,
I'm okay with no
no,
snow. I can't drive. I cannot
no.
drive in snow. But please take care
Zamer,
of each
no.
other
We are
and
too close together for that shit. Stop it.
too close. Um,
Mm-mm.
so yeah, yeah, that's everyone. Take care, you guys, and we'll come back next week with a completely different topic. Maybe something a little on the spicier side. Hmm. Maybe. Hmm.
Whoa.
Hmm.
What you got in mind?
I still want to do the questions thing. They get to know us a little
Hmm.
better. Huh?
I mean,
But
I don't think
yes,
there's anything else to get to know about us. Like,
you'll be surprised. Anyway, uh, until then, I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and we will see you guys later. Yeah? Yeah.
yee.
See you guys next
Bye.
week. Bye.
Bye.